Welcome back to Cyber Gym Guy, where we dive deep into the world of cybersecurity and cloud computing. Today we're going to be diving deep into something that's reshaping how businesses operate and how developers develop, and even we as consumers consume technology. You see, I'm talking about cloud computing. So if you ever sat and wondered what is cloud computing, and you're wondering how it's going to shape your business or your life, stick around because we're going to break down everything in this video. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is cloud computing? At its core, cloud computing is the delivery of computer services over the internet. And this can literally include anything you want. We have compute, storage, networking, databases, and even more. Instead of actually owning and maintaining a bunch of physical servers or data centers, businesses can just rent out access to pretty much anything they want from any cloud provider like AWS or Amazon or Google, whatever. I just said Amazon after saying AWS. I meant Azure. In traditional IT environments, companies would have to invest tons and tons of money in their hardware and software infrastructure. They would need to purchase servers, install the software, and manage everything from backups to security. And this process can actually be super expensive, and they need a whole IT team to actually manage it. But with cloud computing, literally all of that changes. Instead of actually buying and owning and managing all these resources, you can just pay as you go with a service like AWS. And if you don't know what AWS is, it's just Amazon's web services. It's just cloud computing. So the pay-as-you-go model is known as the on-demand computing, and this is basically why cloud computing is so famous now. Now, why is cloud computing so important? Let's talk about the key benefits. So the first one is scalability. If you need to scale up, you can easily do that in just minutes with cloud computing. And the same exact thing if you need to scale down. And this is very attractive to a lot of business owners because it allows them to adapt so quickly and they don't have to overcommit a whole bunch of resources. The second one is cost efficiency. And the main thing with this is you can use a pay-as-you-go service on the cloud. What this means is you're only going to pay for what you use. And this eliminates a lot of upfront costs with having to buy a whole bunch of hardware and servers and making your own data center. Not to mention all the maintenance and upgrades that you're gonna have to do. The next one is accessibility. You can literally manage your cloud from anywhere in the world that has an internet connection. The fourth one is disaster recovery. So imagine a big storm comes through and wipes out your whole data center. Not anymore, not with AWS, not with Google Cloud, not with any of these services because a lot of them actually offer disaster recovery programs. The fifth one is innovation, and this is really good for R&D teams. R&D teams is research and development. This allows developers to actually test the product that they're working on in like 2 seconds because they can just start up a VM, a virtual machine, test it out real quick. If it goes bad, who cares? It's just a virtual machine. Now we have to remember, cloud computing is just an umbrella term that covers a whole bunch of stuff and services and models. Let's actually cover some of them. The first one is called IaaS. This is infrastructure as a service. And this is basically what we've been talking about this whole video. It allows you to rent out infrastructure from an IT environment like AWS or Google Cloud or whatever. And you can actually rent like servers, virtual machines, storage, all that stuff just from them. The second one is PaaS. This is platform as a service. And this one actually goes a step further. This allows researchers and developers to actually test out their equipment without having to actually manage the underlying infrastructure. The third most common one is called software as a service. And this is the delivery of software applications over the internet. Think of it like Microsoft 365. So who's using cloud equipment? Well, the short answer is just about everyone. From small startups to massive enterprises, businesses across all industries are leveraging the cloud to improve efficiency, innovate faster, and actually stay more competitive. For example, Netflix uses cloud equipment to stream content to users all over the world. They rely on the scalability of the cloud. Like for example, if a new show gets released and there's a whole bunch of people trying to watch it. Similarly, financial institutions use the cloud to perform complex calculations in real time, while healthcare providers store and analyze vast amounts of patients' data very securely. Of course, when it comes to all the benefits of cloud computing, there are a few challenges like security. Moving to the cloud means you're actually trusting third-party people to manage and protect all of your sensitive data. That's why it's critical to follow the best practices for cloud security, and that's what I'm about to cover. The first one is choosing the right provider. You need to make sure that your provider has strong security measures in place. The second one is implementing multi-factor authentication to your cloud. This can additionally add a whole bunch of security just to make sure everyone who's accessing it is actually able and should be accessing it. The third one is actually really simple and everyone should do it. It's just regular monitoring and auditing of your cloud. To wrap things up, cloud computing is changing the way we live and we work in the world. So whether you're a business owner trying to save some money or you're a developer trying to test out his equipment in the cloud, I think it's really essential that everyone in today's world, especially in the IT world, should understand cloud. If you found this video helpful, make sure that like, subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.